Bana, bana, bana. Bana, bana, bana. Bana, bana, bana. Bana, bana, bana. What is up, you savages? Welcome to the live show. We're doing late night live. It's a vibe. Talking UFC Nashville. Gonna throw up the live polls. Gonna answer the questions from the community. And then I'm doing a member stream. So we're here for the next while. All right. I'm here. Feels like all night long. We're going to be hanging out. No rush on the stream. Doing a member stream afterwards. I will be chopping it up with members only and probably bringing the people face to face with members instead of doing it on this stream. To be honest, it's because it's already fucking 10 o'clock. It's a real late night live. And I just want to rant and ramble. All right. I want to just rant and ramble. But hello. Shout out to the people. I see you, savages. What's up, everybody? Glad to be here, man. Someone should donate 10 members. That'd be fantastic. Hope you guys have had a pretty good day. You missed me, Mike Roch? Well, I'm glad to see you, bro. 6-leg parlays. Bro, I dropped some 6-leggers yesterday, bro. I dropped some savagery. I'm glad to be back, everybody. I'm glad to be back. What's crack-a-lackin'? Hey, hey, hey. WWW. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Listen, if everybody dropped the $5 on this stream, I'd be rich by the end of the night. You know what I'm saying? The trip was fantastic. If you guys missed me last week, I had a nice little vacation. Went to Jersey City and then to Maine. So it was a good time. Hung out. Had a good little while. You know? Mike Roch is an OG. What's up, though, people? I'm drinking a little Bumstead energy drink. Getting ready to start off, you know? I'm drinking it with a little straw, keeping it classy. Keeping it classy and keeping it classic. Doing it right. That's what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? It's all about doing it right. And I'm doing it right. I always do. When have I not done it right? You know what I'm saying? I've been doing it right for years. I went to the dispensary yesterday. I should have got more. I only got indica. I needed to get both. I'm going to get a sativa and I'm going to mix it up with the indica next time. Guard down. Thank you for starting it off right, bro. I appreciate you. Thank you for $6.99. Your generosity does not go unnoticed. You're a frequent donator to the channel and you make this shit possible, bro. You guys know I do it for the people. And one of the people dropping me $6.99. What a money afternoon or evening. It's a late night. I guess it's not afternoon. Thank you, Guard down. I got to check X. Is it because John Jones is coming back and his retirement was bullshit? Oh, wow. BKFC, Thiago Santos, Derek Brunson, Yoel Romero, and Aspen Ladd. The Aspen Ladd signing is unexpected. Wow. Wow. Holy shit. Some damn good signings to bare knuckle. Lunchtime live for the lovely chess day. Hope y'all all well. Goat Jay, let's get back on track. Let's do it, Jax. Shama, bro. Thank you, Hernano, for sending me some stuff on the gram. You can't believe they cut Vucenic. I mean, he was a pretty big letdown, so I'm not surprised. BKFC picks? Dog, I don't even know who's fighting. I'm the ex-BKFC betting show host. But now, you know, they told me to go fuck myself. Let's go Perdomo. I don't know anything about Andrew Strode, but I'll pick him. Let's go Duran for sure. Let's go Ibarola. Shit, bro. I'm going to go Howard Davis, but Draco's good. Let's go Riki. Let's go Vishenz. She's fighting a girl 0-4. We'll go Tomahawk Townsell and Gastano Reino. Starts it off right. Boom. Those are your BKFC calls. All right. Some blind BKFC picks to start the stream. I mean, I'm the ex-BKFC betting show host, but, you know, the show died. The show died quick. It died silently. There was no fucking celebration after the fact. Me and Finch were doing it, and then one day it was gone. Your niece Haley is bugging me to text you. Say hi to your niece Haley, Alan Messmer. Shout out to her. Thank you. My picks are average. I disagree. I think they're exceptional. If my picks are average, then shit, average is pretty damn good. I was independent contracted with BKFC. I was not actually an official BKFC employee. I was like a third-party entity connected with it through the show's host or the show's producer. No, I didn't have like a direct contract. Like I didn't deal directly with them. Yeah, Bitcoin and crypto is moving. Thank God. We need it. We need it, bro. Let's see. Let's check Coinbase. ETH is up. Everything's moving beautifully. I love to see it. Makes me happy. My assets are up. Let's go. AJ's the reason BKFC is what it is today. I'm a guy that gives myself credit when due. I don't think I'm the GOAT. I don't think I'm the BKFC GOAT, you know? BKFC, I swept the card to start it off. They should have kept me just for that, but whatevs. I believe in you. Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. I'm the reason BKFC is what it is today. Is crazy. Listen, chat, I am going to run through the entire card here. We're going to banter. I'm going to be answering questions. I did move the needle for them. I appreciate it, but I guess they didn't feel the same way. That's it, bro. I went to an event. Listen, I got treated well when I was there. I got to sit in the front fucking row, but there was no conversation after. It was just, see you later, bro. Fuck it. You literally found me through BKFC? No shit, Mike Raj. Well, it's unfortunate that the show doesn't exist because I think that, you know, if I was covering this modern BKFC, that could have been major shit, but whatever, bro. You know, that's life, bro. I don't get caught up on the small stuff. It is what it is. It was cool, though. It was cool to say I worked for him for a little bit. Got that experience. And now just, you know, crushing it on the YouTube, doing my own thing. Doing better than ever. Garcia KO, I'm not picking it. Charrière, I think so. Moura, yeah. Bonfim sub, yeah. I'll say I agree with your calls. Nice and early on the stream, I agree. All right. I do have to share the tail of the tape, and we're going to run through each of the fights. All right? Does that sound good? I think it sounds good. It sounds damn good. It sounds damn good. They needed me more than I needed them, but they got McGregor promoting shit now. I would do the technical promotion by breaking down why these fights are worth watching, but unless I do it on my own, I'm not getting the love for it. Unless I have a strong desire to cover BKFC, which it's just, I don't know, man. The downfall wasn't good. Like, I didn't like how it ended. I didn't like that there was no love. You know, it was kind of like, hey, see you later. A lot of empty promises, you know? No, I don't sell a VIP subscription. Just watch my Wednesday show for all the betting stuff. If you want in-depth betting only looks, Wednesday. All right, let me do it like this. First fight on the card. The ladies are going after it. We got Fatima. My God, I'm going. Fatima. Fatima Kline versus Melissa Martinez. Fatima, a.k.a. Fatima Kline. Give me Fatima to get it done. I think she can do this thing. I'm picking Fatima Kline. I think her ground skills are a lot better. I feel like she's going to show levels when they hit the mat. Martinez can strike for sure, but I don't know. I don't think she's got enough power. I don't think she's knocking out Kline. Kline's a lot taller, too. She's going to have longer reach, more physically imposing. The grappling advantage is obviously clear-cut, and it should be pretty one-way traffic. The odds aren't really worth talking about. It's minus 1,200 range for Kline. Martinez around plus 800. Maybe you like Kline to win inside of the distance, which I do think is live, minus 115. Maybe some ground and pound. Maybe, you know, her stopping her with the sub, but it should be pretty dominant for Fatima, I feel like. I don't know if anybody has any arguments on the contrary side. Chat seems pretty one-sided, 79% towards Kline. I don't hear any Melissa Martinez backers in the chat. What's up, KZ? Not much, bro. I'm just hoping to take more Ripskis, bro. I need to get some fucking sativa, though. All I got is indica, and it's good, but, you know, it doesn't hit you the same. It really is a lot more mild. At least the one that I got. I don't know. I feel like it's more like you're just chilling. You know? You're just chilling. I don't want to stay on this fight too long, and I'm going to pick Fatima Kline, and so are you. Kline decision for you. I respect the decision call. Martinez is tough. Never been finished before. Granted, not like she has a shitload of high-level fights, but still, never finished. It's a positive takeaway, but I do think Kline could stop her. Kline's definitely going to out-grapple her. It's just, you know, does she get her out? Yes, do a member stream after this one, Useless. Don't worry about it. Your boy is live for members after this. You got some Jack Her, and it's way too sativa for me. I prefer a heavy indica. I need like a nice blend, bro. That's why I tend to go hybrid. I should probably just buy hybrids and shut my mouth. You know what? I'll go buy a hybrid tomorrow. I'm going to go tomorrow to the dispo. But for now, I like the indica. The indica's fun to just fuck around and relax, but this doesn't give you any, like, you know, psychoactive effect. You're more just chilling. You're more just hanging out, having a good time. Maybe I'm not doing enough, though. Maybe I got to load up the bowl. Listen, if the likes go hard enough tonight, I'll be doing a ribski tonight. We're at 23 likes. I'll do a ribski at 50. Ribski number 1, 50 likes. Hit the button. Next fight, we got Mitch Ramirez versus Mike Davis. It's another fight that seems pretty clear as day. I expect Mike Davis to be able to win wherever this fight takes place. Hands should be better than Ramirez's. Striking overall should be able to knock him out. If they hit the ground, I think he's a better grappler. Physically stronger guy. He's going to have, you know, just a slight height and reach advantage, nothing too crazy, but I don't really know if Mitch Ramirez is UFC level. You know, took that short notice fight against Thiago Moises and got chopped apart. He can bang a little bit. He can rip some punches. It's not like he's horrible. And he's got a bit of takedowns, but I don't think Mike Davis level. I think this is a pretty substantial step down in competition for Mike Davis. Because, like, if I compare Mitch Ramirez to some of Mike Davis's recent opponents, like, I'm not confident that Mitch Ramirez is beating Natan Levy, nor Slava Claus, nor Mason Jones. Maybe he beats Thomas Gifford. But you get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not compelled to say that Ramirez is as good as some of the other wins. Like, this is definitely skill set wise a very clear path. Davis is the Lyme disease. The worry is that Lyme disease, of course. The worry is the Lyme disease. The worry is the paint last fight. But if we have an on-point Mike Davis who shows up in shape, Lyme disease isn't affecting him, then yeah, I believe that Mike Davis will win this fight. And I think he can do it relatively handily. He's around an 83% of the people's picks. He's a minus 1,200 favorite. Yes, he's a confident pick. No, there's not much you can do with it. You could potentially go Davis by KO. If you're looking at Chase plus money, it's plus 145. There's also the possibility of submission for Davis at plus 250. Could he win a decision? Absolutely. It depends. Do we get a more playing it safe Mike Davis? I could see that after a recent loss. But yeah, Mike Davis should dominate. You think Landwehr would kill Diaz? I don't know. I would probably pick Nate to beat him. Did you watch the BKFC press conference? Felt like old days UFC shit talk. I saw the Mike Perry and Conor McGregor shit talk. That was a lot of fun. BKFC is doing a $15 million tournament that has my eye like, okay, I might have to pay attention to BKFC for that because 15 million is fucking unreal. And I got nothing but respect to them delivering dollar signs like that to these fighters. Second place gets $1 million. You think Conor cooked Mike Perry? I mean, listen, it's not a surprise that someone who's quick-witted cooks Mike Perry at a presser. Mike Perry is not he's not an intellectual shit talker like McGregor. He's more of like, you know, he'll say fuck you and whatnot. But like Conor McGregor's got the lines, you know what I'm saying? It's a different level. Fraziam is on a 5-fight winning streak, and I don't think Mike Davis's loss to him is the end of the world. I don't think it means that Mitch Ramirez has a chance, and the books agree. I mean, first 2 fights on this card, we have egregious lines that you really can't touch. You've been watching for 2 years. BKFC is actually lit. Sometimes the blood is crazy. Oh, definitely. Yeah, Mike Perry's definitely a fun fighter, for sure. Listen, I'm going Davis, you're going Davis. What the fuck, man? There's no intrigue in the matchup, you know? Nothing about this fight is like, yo, let's go in depth. You know my take. We'll talk more about it after the weigh-ins, but it's Davis to win. Come on. And the people agree. I'm with you, Paku. I don't really think that Ramirez is UFC level. Ralphie in the house. What a savage, man. Listen, Ripsky will be in the house when we get 50 likes. So make sure you guys smash the button. Yeah, it is back-to-back squash matches, but at least the third fight on the card, I think there's an argument on both sides, and I'm excited to present my argument to the people. Oh, so I had the AC guy come by, and AC should be running a lot better. This room is still a little bit hot, but I don't think it's in correlation to the unit having issues. I think I'm just going to have to bite the bullet and buy that portable AC unit because this room just doesn't really get cold. It's annoying. It's really annoying. But the house overall is not as bad. Earlier was hell. It was hell earlier. Bo got his jobber opponent. What the fuck? Does Bo Nickel have a fight book that I don't know about? No, I don't have a ceiling fan. I need to just have a regular fan. I should. I used to. Kawe Fernandez versus Faraz Ziam was a surprising matchup. I'll pick Ziam. Dude, nah, I can't really leave the door open, bro. There's going to be noise. You'll hear the dog or something. Nah. I got to shut this door. I keep it business professional. You think Kawe is going to win? His striking's really good, but so is Ziam's. All right, poll is up. Let's get to this next fight where I think we're going to have some debate. Kennedy and Nzechukwu versus Valter Walker. So I'm picking Valter Walker to win this fight. I believe his grappling will be a key difference maker. Nzechukwu is a good kickboxer for sure, and his distance striking is on point, using straight shots, using teeps up the center. And overall, I'd rate his stand-up as superior to Valter Walker's. But the argument I have is I do not feel confident in Nzechukwu stopping Valter Walker's grappling attack throughout the entire fight. Valter Walker is very physically strong. He's in good physical condition now as well. And his jiu-jitsu skills are legit. Also going to be really interesting to see how Nzechukwu deals with a heavyweight this big. He's fighting somebody who's taller than him. This just isn't something that Nzechukwu is used to. You know, it's not like he has fought just dwarves, but you look at his, career at 205 pounds. He fought OSP, who's like 6'3", Dustin Jacoby, who's like 6'3". They're tall, but they're not giants, Like his entire career has been fighting against guys that, are normally more normal height. But to be fair, he did beat a 6'6" Danilo Marquez back in 2021. But Marquez had some successful moments in grappling, and I think Valter Walker is superior to a Danilo Marquez. On top of that, he's physically larger and stronger. So I'm going to favor Valter Walker finding the submission here. I think he can find a way, man. I rate the ground skills as pretty legit. I think the submission threat is there. Kennedy did let OSP work way too much. He looked bad in that fight. That was a pretty L performance for him. Goes out, loses a split decision to, I thought, a completely watched Ovin St. Preux. I get it now he's at heavyweight and he looks a little better. But I think Valter Walker's going to out-grapple him. I favor Valter Walker. Now he's around plus 180 as an underdog. I don't think he's a bad dog at all. I think he's a very playable underdog. If maybe you like the side of Valter Walker to win by submission, you got plus 500 range. So 5-1 is nice. Odds of him winning is high. I think we see Valter Walker sub him up. Kennedy beating up Cans at heavyweight. Valter is the first good heavyweight he'll fight. I completely agree. And a young heavyweight with potential. What's up, the Johns? You think Rufy is fighting BSD? That'd be an amazing fight. I love that matchup because it's like he's now fighting a dog. We have the clean and terrifying slick kickboxing versus a fucking dog. Thank you for the love on the show, the Johns. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you. Keep running the likes up, chat. We're 16 away from 50. I need the rip. I need it. CBD Lion. CBD Lion. Come on, bro. Your picks suck. You know who it is. Much love. Hey, much love, man. I appreciate the much love. CBD Lion for the real one, man. I do believe in Kennedy's takedown defense. I'm not really big on Walker. Has a good first round and slows and sloppy. Good fight. I think odds are a bit wide. I just think he looks in better condition. I feel like we have like a more serious Walker. Does Walker have the most value on the card? I think the 2-leg Lock City parlay is the best. I think that's the real Mahoy. Of course, I'm cutting it again since vacay, bro. I'm just doing it slowly but surely. I'm not rushing the calories down. But yeah, bro. I've lost since I got back from vacation. I'm down 4 pounds this week. Show me the money pot. Guaranteed Walker. Well, they guarantee a lot of things. But I do think he wins. I agree with them on this completely. I agree with them on this completely. Not a fight to bet on either side, I don't think. I say Valter Walker's a live dog. I believe in Valter. Valter Walker. 64% of the people, I'm assuming I had something to do with that. The people that are lining with me. 3 foods to stay full. I mean, it doesn't really matter what foods you eat. It's really about the carbohydrates, bro. But your glycogen stores will deplete when in a calorie deficit and when you're looking to lose body fat. It's just unfortunately how it goes. It'd be nice to not have to deal with that, but it is how it goes. I think Walker is going to chase and potentially find the sub. I'm going with Valter Walker to find the way. Valter Walker. I'm going with the fucking Russian Brazilian to find the way to win. I'm going with Johnny Walker's younger brother to find the way to win. That's it. What did you study? I have my doctorates, bro. I'm a doctor. If I wanted to, I could be doctor experts, but I decided to keep it humble, you know? I got my my PhD, dog. You're eating fried chicken? I'm fucking jealous. What do I got my PhD in? Ask fucking useless in chat. He'll tell you what I got my PhD in. He'll tell you. He'll tell you. All right, let's keep running up, man. I'm going Walker in this one. I guess that's an against the grain pick. We got Lauren Murphy at Moura. I think Moura wins. I feel like she can out-grapple Murphy. Murphy's been out for like 2 years. She's about 42. I feel like Moura being 10 years younger, she's going to be faster. Grappling's going to be more on point. And I don't think that Lauren Murphy can hurt Moura on the feet. So I don't think she's going to be able to keep her off her. You know, like if you're not hurting Moura, how the fuck you keeping her away? She's going to look to take this fight to the ground. I think Lauren Murphy is past her prime. Somebody said in a different stream that of mine that she looks like a Waffle House waitress. So W to whoever said that. That was funny as shit. I think that Eduarda Moura is good enough to take out the toughest Waffle House waitress in the United States. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the truth. I think Murphy's the toughest Waffle House waitress in the world, but I think Eduarda Moura is good enough to win that fight. Her jiu-jitsu is legit. She's a good prospect. She got some ability. Come on. Come on. Come on. I think she finds a way. She shouldn't sell against a 42-year-old Lauren Murphy. Yeah, listen, she's a pound-for-pound server. I think Moura gets her down, controls her a bit. I think even in the striking, she'll be fine. I don't see Lauren Murphy winning. If Eduarda Moura loses, fuck, what a letdown. What a tragic downfall right in your face. Now, Moura's a 7-1 favorite. There's nothing you can do with these shitty-ass odds. I'll go decision, though. Over is minus 285, most likely hits. Moura by decision, plus 550. Obviously, she's expected to get the finish, but, oh, no. No, it's Moura by decision, minus 180. Oh, my God. Moura by submission, plus 450. Lauren Murphy's durable. She's not going to get subbed up. And I think Moura's good, but she's not that good. Hey, what's up, Dylan Summers? What's crack-a-lacking, bro? Murphy does stay catching strays. And I'm sorry about it. I'm excited for the Abu Dhabi card too, man. I'm excited as hell for it. Yeah, this fight, just sit down, watch. Moura should win. Fucking close your eyes, maybe take a nap. I won't be. I got to stream, you know what I'm saying? But if you're at home, maybe fucking go take a piss, go take a shit, go bang your girlfriend, or your boyfriend, whatever you got going on, whether you're male or female, I don't know. You can do something else during this fight, is what I'm telling you. Eduarda Moura should win. If this somehow is fight of the night, I'll be more than shocked. I don't think it's possible. I think this fight will be mid at best. So a little bit of like feels like a placeholder, you know? Let's see, you're at home, you want to get some food, run to the grocery store quick, get some McDonald's, you know? That's my mentality, bro. That's what I'm thinking with this one. And it should be Eduarda Moura. I don't give a fuck. I want to move on. I'm sitting here, like, I'm boring myself talking about this fight. I hate that. I hate that feeling. I hate that feeling. I'd say this is like my dud of the prelims. There's some mismatches, and, you know, there's obviously the Valter Walker heavyweight fight that has me interested too, but the prelims first four, this is like, you know, kind of shit. It is what it is. Enough botching them. Batching them. Enough shit talking them. All right. You're so excited you're about to lose control. Yeah. If there's one fight on this card that I can't wait for, it's Lauren Murphy versus Eduarda Moura. That's what being a UFC fan is all about. These are the wow moments. These are the blow your fucking dick off moments. This is it. This is the fight. This is the fight that gets me hyped. This is what I'm looking for. This is the highest level. When I think of Ultimate Fighting Championship, I think of Lauren Murphy versus Eduarda Moura. Put it on a fucking pay-per-view. All right? This is quality in our face. 2.5 years off for the 42-year-old. No fucking problem. No fucking problem. Eduarda Moura, a jiu-jitsu ace, training with Gelton Almeida. Listen, she might be a nasty favorite, but she's never fought somebody like Lauren Murphy, all right? The goddamn toughest Waffle House waitress, not only in the world right now, but in the history of this fucking world. You understand? Boom. You know what? I'm actually more excited for the fight. My ramble got me more excited for the fight. Wow. You know, I can sell any fight. But yeah, this is it's kind of mid. Kind of mid. We can joke around, but it's kind of mid. I want to keep running. All right, next fight on the card, we got Jake Matthews versus Chidi Njokuani. Now, this fight's sellable. This is a good matchup. I'm picking Chidi Njokuani. Obviously, going to be giving up the age factor, but he's got 7 inches in reach, 4 inches in height. He's a pretty sharp striker from the outside, but also is dangerous in close range. Nice Muay Thai, good elbows and knees. Jake Matthews is pretty solid with his hands, but he's not great. Jake Matthews is okay. Can mix up some punches, and he boxes fairly well, and he does put decent pressure on opponents and close the distance. Relatively efficient. Relatively. On the opposite side, Chidi Njokuani, I feel like is the sharper striker of the two. I think that he's cleaner, at least with the distance striking game. Grappling-wise, should be competitive. Worrisome for Chidi because of his consistent issues with this 170-pound thing. Like, he's not really a 170-pounder. He's just fighting at 170. Like, he was at 85, and now he's cutting down. So, you know, not being able to make the weight is a problem. But I do think Chidi Njokuani could win this one. But I'm a big Chidi fan, I will say. And it's like, I'm worried about the pick. Like, the Jake Matthews side, if he's able to close distance, land some big shots, like he has beaten tall dudes before. But I think that Chidi is better, technical aspects of fighting at least, than like Phil Rowe, his most recent tall dude that he fucked up. And then last fight he fought a guy with a 69-inch reach in Prado. So like a complete contrary style. Chidi Njokuani is very long, and he's got a freaky frame for this weight class. Not common. You see 6'3", 80-inch reach. I mean, we've seen it with like Neil Magny and like obviously this Phil Rowe. But yeah, Kevin Holland, another one with long arms and height. like I'm picking Chidi to win, and I do think he wins, but I'm not like overconfident in it, if you get what I'm saying. Because of the weight cut. If it was at 185, it's a different conversation, but I do think Chidi can beat Jake. I just don't think Jake Matthews is that good. I will never take the loss to Matt Semmelsberger lightly. Like that loss was just terrible. That was a bad loss, and Semmelsberger looked horrible after the fact. Let's see the odds here. Matthews plus 140, and it's minus 160 on the other side for Chidi Njokuani. I feel like Chidi Njokuani at that line just doesn't make me want to bet. Like, I just don't want to bet this fight. Over is minus 168, and Njokuani by decision plus 140 probably. I don't know. This shit that I like to bet on more, but I do think Chidi wins in my, analytical breakdown of the fight. I do think he is the sharper striker with a better usage of the 8 limbs. Grappling wise, I don't think Matthews out-grapples him. On the flip side, I don't think Chidi necessarily out-grapples Matthews either. But yeah, I'll go with Chidi Bang Bang. I'm a fan. You guys know. If you've been following the channel long enough, I like Chidi Njokuani. I worry about him at 170 pounds, though. I just don't think it's a great weight cut for him. But I'm assuming he's keeping his body weight down, and he's really going to try to make the weight here because he was 172 last fight. I don't think he makes 170. I think he might come in at 171. Chidi is very powerful, but it's just 170 pounds does drain him. It's just he was kind of, I don't want to say starting a downfall, but he wasn't doing great at 185. He'd taken some losses in a row, so he found himself in a weird predicament where he's like, all right, I want to move down, and he's on a 3-fight win streak. Like, you have to respect Chidi Njokuani's work. 3-0 since this return to welterweight, and it definitely has looked like a great career decision. Obviously, Jake Matthews is the best test probably that he's had. But a guy that he has clear and tangible advantages over, I'm going to favor Chidi. So the pick is Chidi. The poll is up for the next fight, and the people also went Chidi Bang Bang. Next one, featured prelim is Max Griffin and Chris Curtis. This to me seems like a no-brainer unless Chris Curtis just goes out there and doesn't perform. Chris Curtis is definitely the better boxer between the two. He does have good power, at times low volume, but when he's on point, Chris Curtis can mix up shots pretty well. Max Griffin on the other side is a very interesting striking style, decent lateral movement and footwork, a little bit like pigeon-toed with his stance. I've thought that for years about him, but solid straight shots, and like he is decent as far as stand-up goes. Had a pretty bad performance last fight against Michael Chiesa, and I picked Chiesa going into that fight, and Chiesa was a slight dog there. And I look back at it, and I'm like, man, he looked worse than even expected. He kind of got bodied. Thing is, I think Chris Curtis is coming in shape. Useless just said it. He's under 190 for a month now. He knows that 185 was never really the right weight class. He just didn't like the weight cut to 85, and he had the power to compete with the big boys. So now I got a Chris Curtis that cut down in weight. I get it, he's 37, but Max Griffin's 39. Max Griffin hasn't had like a violent, dominant win in a while. He's not like he's lost. He's been trading wins and losses. Like, he did have a victory like 2 fights ago. He beat Jeremiah Wells in that close split decision. He beat Tim Means in a close split decision. Tends to go to close splits. I think that Chris Curtis wins a more clear decision than that. Chris Curtis's last win was the split against Marc-Andre Barriault, which it didn't age like a fine wine, to be fair, because Dustin Stoltzfus and Joe Pyfer absolutely starched Barriault after that one. But that was still pretty badass back and forth fight. I feel like Curtis can handle with power. Almost beat Brendan Allen, which is really impressive. Obviously, Kopylov ends up putting him away, but Kopylov's fucking awesome, though. Kopylov's a sensational striker. I don't think Max Griffin is that good. Max Griffin's okay. He's 8-9 in the UFC, been on the roster forever, trades wins and losses often. He's a solid journeyman. I mean, Chris Curtis is kind of a journeyman too, but like he was top 15 at one point. Griffin has not been there. I feel like I have to assume that Chris Curtis can box better. Chris Curtis can land bigger. And I think Chris Curtis can have more impactful moments throughout the fight. And I think that should be enough to get him to the win here. He's a minus 300 favorite, so, a bit wide. But in a parlay, it's good. Lock City parlay piece, absolutely. Confident pick, absolutely. How does he get it done? I lean decision, which is minus 135, but At plus 600, or is it plus 500? No, it's plus 300. Ooh, it's a letdown. Knockout is live, though. It's not an impossibility that Chris Curtis puts away a Max Griffin. You know? I really would be quite surprised if Chris Curtis drops down in weight and loses here. Because, like, listen, his last 2 fights, Brendan Allen, top 10, Roman Kopylov, top 15. Nasty middleweights. Max Griffin gets dominated by Michael Chiesa, you know? I really think Chris Curtis can keep his career alive here. I don't think Max Griffin's sending him into retirement. I'm going to say Chris Curtis outstrikes Max Griffin. Lands some big shots, hurts Griffin at some points. Definitely more power on the side of Curtis. Griffin's going to have to, like, pitch a shutout. He's going to have to pick him apart. I just don't see it. Love Curtis in this spot. Sorry to sit out on the last fight. You know, hey, you good, Paku. I appreciate you dropping your pick here. I love Curtis too. I think Curtis's hands are way better. And Chris Curtis should win. Chris Curtis should win. Come on. If Curtis loses here, what a letdown. You think everyone's on Curtis might be a parlay buster? I would be shocked. It would be weird MMA if he loses. Like, I'd be genuinely, like, shocked to see him lose this one. Because he's better than Jeremiah Wells. Chris Curtis could beat Jeremiah Wells. Chris Curtis is more clean with his hands, and he fucking cracks. I think Chris Curtis in the feature prelim delivers a fun fight and gets a hard-fought win. A tough Max Griffin, but no, he doesn't jump out the page with crazy abilities. I don't see it. Chat, also, we're at 47 likes, 48 now. I want 50 because I want to start the main card off with a Ripski for the people. I know a lot of you guys come here for the Ripskis, you know? We're 2 likes away from 50. If you're enjoying the live stream, you're enjoying hanging out, if you're enjoying bantering and chopping it up, hit the button. You got your engagement party Saturday, need a bet that will pay for the wedding. You know what, bro? Just play the Lock City parlay and you should have a pretty good chance of winning. I think you should be all right. Yeah, I agree. Curtis's striking defense too good for Griffin. I'd be shocked. I would genuinely be shocked if Max Griffin wins. Like, this would be one of those wow upsets. Like, I'd be like, holy shit, I didn't see that coming. It's not like Max Griffin is like this, 10-2 prospect, right? Or it's not like he's a guy that was in the top 15. Like, he's just like a tough striker who's been on the roster for a really long time, but never really exceeded expectations. I feel like he lived up to expectations about 50-50. And I just don't think a win against a Chris Curtis, who at one point felt like he was a real contender, like, top 15. I think so. Roman Kopylov, KO Curtis. Yeah, but Roman Kopylov's fucking awesome, though. Curtis gets emotional, true. Hopefully he doesn't have a moment like the Jack Hermanson fight. Listen, I got to bring up Rastaman J. The people said they want it. You guys ran the likes up. You exceeded expectations on the likes. And I'll have to match your energy. I'll have to exceed expectations. If I could find a lighter, that'd be perfect. I didn't prepare for this. Where did I put it? Oh, shit. No! This all? Oh, shit. Got it. Got it. Thank God. Thank God, chat. Thank God. Yeah. Oh my God. Listen, you can call me Rastaman J. You can call me Indica J. You can call me CBD Lion J. You can call me the Savage Beyond Savages. You understand? Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. It is clicked on. The fuck is this? It's fucking Ripski time, brother. It's Ripski time with the boy. Rastaman J was holding the fort down. Oh shit. The music is fantastic. Welcome to fucking Jam Rock, my people. I wish I could play Welcome to Jamrock. I wish I could drop some crazy shit. Oh 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 shit. Bum 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 bum. Yeah. Yeah. The music is fucking fantastic. I'm letting the song play. Oh shit. I love this song. This is like my theme song. Oh shit. Wow. Sensational. 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 Fucking fantastic. Fucking fantastic, my people. It's a fucking beautiful stream. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful fucking day. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. That is some Blue Mountain State ass music, valid. All right. We got the main card coming up. How excited am I for this card? Pretty excited. Excited for fights, yeah. All right. Listen to my sound of my voice, bro. Listen to the sound. Listen to the beautiful sound. You understand me? Listen to the beautiful sound of this shit. Listen to it. All right. Let's run up the fucking card. Let's keep going. All right. Next fight on the damn card. We got Junior Tafa versus Tuco Tokkos to start the main card. It starts the main card off right. You understand? This is crazy. This fight is off the chain. All right. I think Junior Tafa cutting down to 205. Okay. You understand? Is going to be the best decision of his life. He's going to look better than ever before. He's going to look cleaner than ever before. He's going to look more dangerous than ever before. That's an old picture of him looking fat. This is going to be in shape Tafa. And an in shape Tafa is a Tafa to fucking watch. A Tafa that can land precise punches. A Tafa that can rip some heavy shots. I think we're going to see Justin Tafa land some fantastic combinations. I think Tokkos' striking is pretty bad. His ground skills are nice, though. Nice enough. They're not exceptional, but Tafa's pretty bad on the floor. But to be fair to Tafa, it's not like he hits the ground and it's just over. All right. Like he did go the distance with a big, powerful Muhammad Usman, and he was cracking Usman on the feet. I think more damage done by Tafa against Tokkos on the feet. On the ground, yes, Tokkos could threaten with control, but I don't think he gets a submission. And I think we're looking at a Tafa knockout. I think his hands are going to look pretty sharp. I think he's precise. Something's telling me Tafa's going to come through, and I'm looking forward to seeing him tomorrow. Weigh in. The scale tells me everything. But I'm going to believe in Tafa, and I'm going to say Tafa is very live to knock out a Tokkos who's been KO'd. Tafa by KO only minus 110, so not great odds. Tokkos did go distance with Navajo Sterling last time. He looks like the great Kali. Is crazy. He does kind of look like the great Kali. But Tafa has looked good in Instagram pics, but granted, you know, Instagram doesn't mean reality. But I think Tafa finds a way. I'm going to have faith in the bad man. Is it Bad Man Tafa? I think it's his brother. I'm going to have faith in Junior. All right? I'm botching his nickname. What is his nickname? Junior. The Juggernaut, Junior Tafa. You know, I didn't even know his nickname. I fucking watch every fight every week, and I study this shit. And I did not know his nickname was the Juggernaut off the top of my head. I don't like it. The Juggernaut, it just doesn't work. His brother's Bad Man. I don't know what the fuck they could do. The Samoan Savage? Is that a nickname? Anybody go by the Samoan Savage? Is there any Samoan Savage nickname? Is there any Samoan Savage that you guys know of? Because I can't think of one. I can't. Does anybody know of one Samoan Savage? right? The Super Samoan. I'm the Samoan Savage. Listen, I'll let Tafa take this nickname if he wants it. The Samoan Savage Junior Tafa, bro. Are you kidding me? Why is there no Samoan with that nickname? They need to go for it. It's a badass nickname. Like, I get it if they're like, oh, we don't want to associate with savages. It's fucking cage fighting. All right? It's cage fighting. Go with a cool nickname. The Samoan Savage would be perfect for Junior Tafa. I don't understand the Juggernaut. Just because it's with a J, we got to go Juggernaut? No. The Samoan Savage Junior Tafa. If he wins by knockout, I am officially nicknaming him the Samoan Savage. If he wins by knockout and only by knockout. Actually, if he wins by submission, I'll give it to him too. If he gets a finish, I will give him the Samoan Savage nickname. Jovan Patti is the Samoan Savage. Is he? He is. All right. What's his best fight, though? He's 0-1 on Contender. He lost to Val Woodburn. He lost to Jamie Pickett on Contender Series. I think it's totally fair that we could have Junior Tafa steal that nickname. So I'm giving it to Junior Tafa if he wins. I don't care. Another guy's got the nickname. So what? He's not in the UFC. If he was in the UFC, I'd back off. But he's not in the UFC. He's not in PFL. He's not in one. The Samoan Savage is on the line here. A lot's on the line. A lot's on the line. I probably should have copy and pasted the poll. Wow, 75% of the community are on Tafa. You guys are right. That's the truth. You guys are right. We're right. The community's right. AJ, you savage. Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. Pizza and boneless wings. You trying to make me hungry? I feel like every stream you're always making me fucking hungry. Samoan Savage beat Joe Pyfer? What? Oh my God, he did beat Joe Pyfer. Shit. Fuck it. He's not in the UFC. Wasn't in the UFC. Samoan Savage nickname on the line. I don't care. I'm giving it to him. If he wins, I'll give it to him. I'll give it to him. Hey, listen, Jovan Patti's American Samoan. All right. I think Tafa can steal that nickname. I vote yes. I vote steal that fucking nickname. It's better than the Juggernaut, please. All right, next fight. Vitor, Petrino, and Austen Lane. So my pick here is Vitor, Petrino. Austen Lane's chinny. That picture of Vitor Petrino ain't going to look accurate to what you see tomorrow. You'll see on the scales. Vitor Petrino has gained some weight. He's thick boy Petrino. I think Vitor Petrino is going to separate Austen Lane from consciousness within the first round. I just think a loss to Austen Lane is not going to happen. Like, Petrino's going to destroy him. He might win with grappling, though. Don't be shocked if he shows off his ground skills, because Petrino does have grappling ability. I just don't think he loses to Austen Lane. Like, I get it. Austen Lane is really tall, and he's got long arms, but I think he's getting caught with a big overhand shot. I think Petrino's put him to bed, man. Petrino's got all the makings of a varsity athlete. He's got the makings of a varsity athlete. He's got all the makings of a guy that can run to the top. You know? Like, physically, at least. It's just he doesn't really have the skill yet, but he's so young at 27, and especially against a heavyweight where he's going to have a big speed advantage. I think Petrino's going to be able to land big shots. I don't think Austen Lane wins this fight, man. I think Lane's getting violently knocked out. I think Petrino's going to look pretty good. It'd be a massive letdown if Petrino loses. Lane did land a big shot with Pinto early, but I think Petrino's style is different. Less technical, and I think with more of the chaos brawl factor that Petrino brings, Lane's going to be more available to be hit. So I'm going to say that Vitor Petrino violently knocks him out. He is a big favorite, around 7-1. The knockout prop is like -240. So it's not like that much you really could consider doing here. Under 1.5, -179, probably. Petrino wins in round 1, +125. I think Petrino separates Lane from consciousness, man. Lane gets hit way too much. Lane does love eating big shots. He absorbs way too much damage for my liking. Way too much. Way too much. I mean, Lane's wrestling defensively could hold up, but I don't think offensively. Yeah, I think Petrino wins. Come on. It ain't completely over for Petrino. It's like that's like the consensus, right? The narrative is Petrino's a fraud, this, and that. Like maybe, but fraud enough to be losing to a bottom of the barrel heavyweight division guy? You know? It's like we got to be realistic here. This is more so bottom of the barrel heavyweight. It's not like he's taking on somebody in the top 15. It's not like he's even fighting somebody with incredible durability. He's fighting a guy who literally all of his losses are knockouts. He gets chinned on the regular. I just can't say that Petrino doesn't also chin him. If Petrino was ever any good, he will. And I think he is. I think he lands a big shot. I think his power might be scarier up at heavyweight. He might be more terrifying. All right. Poll is up for the next one, too. All right. Next fight. Nate Landwehr versus Morgan Charrière. My pick for this fight is Morgan Charrière. I think that Charrière is too sharp for Landwehr. Landwehr gets hit a lot, and he's a good comeback fighter. We've seen him come back from big adversity, but I feel like Charrière is pretty calm, has a patient approach, and then an accurate punching ability. I think he lands some pretty big shots on Nate Landwehr and hurts him in this one. Does he put him to bed? I don't know. Nate Landwehr is really hittable and he gets dropped a lot, but his recovery is good. Charrière could put him away, but like I could see a calculated Charrière also winning a hard fought decision, especially Nate's at home in Tennessee. Like he's going to look to throw bombs. But I worry that Landwehr's getting knocked out. I worry that Landwehr is having that homecoming and just going to sleep, bro. Yeah, I picked Tafa useless. Yeah. I'm going with the side of Morgan Charrière, definitely to win. I think Landwehr is going to be outmatched in speed, outmatched in technicality. And I don't think Charrière is gassing himself out or, getting TKO'd with some weird exchange. I think he'll be all right. Listen, French fighters are risky sometimes. But I think that Morgan Charrière could carry the torch for all of France this weekend. He's a minus 270 favorite, so the line is pretty fat towards him. Charrière to win by knockouts, it's around plus 200. I think decision or KO are both live methods of victory. I think Charrière lands some heavy shots. I think Charrière rips some combinations together. But I do think Landwehr has a couple moments, but he's going to be outmatched. He's too slow, too brawl heavy, and he's taking on a guy that can mix it up pretty well. I don't know, like Nathaniel Wood handled Charrière last fight, but Nathaniel Wood is extremely technical. Nate Landwehr is dog tough. So I'm going with the side of Morgan Charrière. You guys are too. He's a favorite, but he should win. Nate beat Ludovic Kline and Onama. Very similar stylistic fight. You think so? You think he's going to bully him? Do you think this Nate the Train digs deep as fuck and just bullies him? I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. You just tread smoke. You freaking me out, bro. You're a wild man. You're not actually Pick'em MMA fan. Don't lie to the people. I mean, I get it. The line's a little wide for Morgan, but I anticipate him finding a way to win. I think he beats Nate the Train. Nate the Train's looking to brawl and throw crazy, but Charrière's too sharp. I'm going Charrière. Next fight's interesting for sure. Next fight's really interesting. Hey, I had a good one, drinks and those things. All right. All right. Next fight, we got Calvin Kattar versus Steve Garcia. So I've surprised the masses by picking Calvin Kattar. The reason I'm picking Kattar is Steve Garcia is available to be hit on the inside. He's not like Cater's going to have to really chase him down. Steve Garcia's coming to throw bombs, and Cater's never been knocked out. Got an injury stoppage, but he's never been KO'd. Chin is fantastic. In the third round against Yusuf Zalal, he was coming on very strong and starting to find his rhythm later in the fight. I think that the Yusuf Zalal style is so difficult for a 37-year-old Kattar because he can't track him down until round 3, and it's a 3-round fight. Steve Garcia is not running. And because of that, he's looking to throw big shots. I think he's getting caught with big shots too. Like, if Kattar goes out and shocks Steve Garcia with big shots and put him away, I wouldn't be shocked. It wouldn't blow my mind. I feel like this fight's going over a round and a half. I think so. I'm picking it. But on the flip side, if Kattar knocked him out, I'm not going to be off the chain. You know? I look like I'm cutting weight. That's funny. Garcia, he's been 6 foot. He's been listed as 6 foot forever. You got Mean Machine KO. I don't see it. I don't see it, bro. Listen, Kattar, he's been training with TriStar. I think he's coming together for a final push. I don't think he's going out on 5 losses in a row. Kattar's a slight underdog around plus 105. I think he's a damn live underdog. Especially if he picks up where he left off last time. No, I'm not smoking a cig. Oh, with Carlos Prates? I do it with him. Yeah, I do it with Carlos Prates. That seems worth my while. You think Kattar hasn't looked himself in years? I get the take. I don't think it's insane. He's got 4 losses in a row. I don't think it's going to be 5. Yeah, Aljo beat his ass, but Aljo's fucking awesome, though. And Steve Garcia is not coming to grapple. Zalal was running from him, though. He's a very tactical kickboxer who stays moving. Kattar brought heat in round 3 as well. And Steve Garcia has been looking damn good, but he hasn't fought someone of Kattar's ability. Kattar's fought all the best in the game. And you could say, oh, well, he's old now. He's 37. He's not that old. Fought recently. I don't know, man. It's like not like we're saying Kattar versus fucking John Silva or Kattar versus, Yair Rodriguez or, Kattar versus Movzar. We're talking about Kattar versus Steve Garcia, a fun brawler in Steve Garcia who knocks people the fuck out. But matter of fact is Steve Garcia is not beating anybody good. He did get knocked out before against Mahashate earlier in his UFC career. His win streak is mid-level guys, to be honest. And Calvin Kattar, say what you want about the losses, has been a top 15 staple for years. And I don't think Steve's as good as him at boxing. I think Steve punches really hard. And I think Steve can brawl well. And I think he can find clubbing shots and knock people out. But I think Kattar's too efficient, man. I don't see Kattar getting slept with stupid shit. I'm going to go with the 37-year-old. I'm going to go with Calvin Kattar. I'm going Kattar. I think he finds a way. I think he's being overlooked. It's a lot closer of a fight than, obviously the odds have it close, but when people just look at it, they like, oh, Garcia's just chinning him. But Kattar's not been knocked out before. There's no evidence of Kattar with a deteriorating chin. And yeah, Steve Garcia knocks people out, but look at the opposition, though. And I'm going to keep it realistic. From what I've seen, Kattar is better at striking. Yes, Garcia probably punches harder, but it has been very difficult to land thunderous shots on him since the Max Holloway fight. Yeah, he's been punched in the face, but he eats good punches and his defense is there. I'm picking the side of Calvin Kattar to find a way. Give me the underdog. Give me the underdog, Calvin Kattar. I believe in him, man. I think he's got this one. The people are on Garcia, and I get why. I do think we're live to go over a round and a half. I don't think that Kattar is getting chinned early in the fight. I like over 1.5. I like Kattar's chances to find a way to win. I'm going with Calvin Kattar. I think at 37, it doesn't mean it's over. It might be closer to being over than 2 years ago, but it ain't over yet. It ain't over till the fat lady sings, and I don't hear her. The thing is, young guy with momentum. It's like Garcia's a vet too, though. He's 33. It's a battle of veterans. I do respect Meme Machine, but I'm not picking him. 71 likes, chat. Let's get 75. All right, let's keep running. Let's get to the next fight. It's the co-main event. We got Stephen Wonderboy Thompson and Gabriel Bonfim. My pick has been Bonfim. I think that Stephen Wonderboy Thompson is in that final phase of his career. And I think matchups against 17-1, 27-year-old Brazilian submission specialist who also has power on his feet and a striking ability, it just seems like a recipe for disaster. I mean, you would consider the UFC would say, all right, well, for Wonderboy, we'll give him a fun striking matchup. But nah, I think they're really looking to send Wonderboy out of the mix because I look at Bonfim and I'm like, okay, clear path to victory. Back Wonderboy up, some striking pressure, and take him down. I don't think Bonfim just kickboxes with Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. I don't think it just turns into a Vicente Luque, Stephen Thompson part 2. I think Bonfim is going to pressure strike to engage in grappling and get this fight to the ground. And I do think he takes down Wonderboy. I think he can outmuscle Wonderboy. And I feel like at 42 years old, Wonderboy's getting submitted here. I think Bonfim wins this fight by sub. I think he finishes. He's the better Bonfim brother. 17-1, 27 years old. Clear path with the grappling. Wonderboy finished in his last 2 fights. Yes, the competition is really good, Shavkat and Buckley, but I think he's shown some signs of slowing down. And against somebody that can get him to the ground, I just don't like his chances, especially with a kid that finishes people. Bonfim is not a decision winner. Yes, he beat Angelosa by a decision, but he played it safe after a loss and wanted to show that he can go 3 hard. I think he gets a submission. I think he's live for a Darce. I think he's live for a rear naked. I think he's live for an arm triangle. Might take him a little over a round, but I do think Bonfim eventually locks up the sub in this fight. You know what? I'm just happy we got a card, Max Bischoff. I'm just happy we got fights, man. Bonfim's around minus 425. I do think the submission is live, though, and submission for him is currently plus 130. You get a little plus money. I'm going to say he gets it done by submission. Bonfim by submission. I think the Darce is a live method. And I think he subs up the older gentleman. Future desk analyst, Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. He's damn good at it, but I think it's time to stay there. I don't think he beats a prospect. I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see it. I'm just getting my streamer cardio back, Voxy. That's all. I was out of town, bro, for like a fucking, 9 days. I feel a little beat up from it for sure. I'm slowly getting back. All right. Let's keep on moving up. the card. Let's keep on moving up the card. Our next fight on the card is our main event. Derek Lewis versus Thaleson Teixeira. I'm going with Teixeira. I think he finds the Derek Lewis chin, man. I think in the first round, I think D. Lewis has definitely got the puncher's chance. He rips huge shots, and I get it. Teixeira hasn't fought anybody, but I feel like Teixeira is going to catch him with something. I don't know what shape D. Lou is going to look. I want to see the scales. Obviously, tomorrow we'll find out everything. But thick boy D. Lou getting caught by big shots against Thaleson Teixeira kind of seems like a real possibility, if you ask me. I think Thaleson Teixeira is dangerous in the clinch, but also with his counter straights. I think Derek Lewis has shown evidence of slowing down, and he hasn't fought in a little bit over a year. And it's not like his most recent win was, all that impressive. I get it. He knocked out Nascimento, took him 3 rounds. And let's be real, man. Nascimento has done terrible in PFL. I'm going with Thaleson Teixeira to land a big shot. And I'm going with Thaleson Teixeira to put Derek Lewis away. And I do think it's going to be in the first round. He's at minus 270 favorite. You can get some plus money on the first round KO line. He's expected to win by KO around minus 175. I think he's knocking D-Lou out. OG D-Lou throwing bombs, absolutely. If he upsets this kid, that's huge. But trust me, the UFC is hoping, all right, let's see if we got somebody. And if not, then Derek Lewis wins. I don't know who the fuck he fights next. Derek Lewis, Curtis Blades too, honestly, might be it. But I think Thaleson Teixeira can land big enough here. I think Teixeira can get a KO. I know he's fought nobody. I'm not blind to that reality. But something tells me that he's ready for this one. Something tells me he lands big shots in this one. Something tells me he puts Derek Lewis away. I think D-Lou might come in underprepared and gets knocked out early. I'm going to say this. I think Teixeira might knock him out in under a minute. I know it sounds nuts, but I could see D-Lou not in shape, getting caught quick. I don't know. I want to see the scale tomorrow, but I think first round knockout Thaleson Teixeira. And I think violence. If Lewis drags it out, Teixeira will gas. Maybe. I mean, they're giving him a huge chance in a main event off rip. Like, does that not tell us something that why would the UFC throw a prospect away to Derek Lewis if he's got potential? Or is this they're trying to use him as a fraud check? Like, let's just give Lewis an easy win against a, Brazilian that is kind of new to the casual fans. Ripsky. I'll do a Ripsky's if we hit 100 likes right now, but if not, I won't do it. I'm doing a member stream after this, Hernanov. I'm doing members after this one. But yeah, I don't know. My brain tells me, like, as good as D-Lou's prime was with some badass back and forth fights, like, I don't see it. I think he gets caught. I do. I think he gets caught with something stupid. I think he gets caught with some big shit. I think he gets knocked out. And I think it's relatively, I don't want to say quick, but it's definitely, I think, first round. UFC doesn't care about things optimally. What do you mean UFC doesn't care about things optimally? I mean, I think there's definitely a side that gets pushed. There's definitely a narrative to be pushed. And I think they want to see Thaleson Teixeira chin Lewis so they can build up a Brazilian heavyweight striker. It's 50-50 on the polls. Ain't that something? The people are split on this one. I kind of like that, though. Wow. Lewis Teixeira, 50-50. I don't know with Thaleson Teixeira. I do know he's got a lot of potential. I do know that, 6'7" guys have failed against a younger Derek Lewis, but a 40-year-old Derek Lewis, I want to see the scale. I want to see how he looks on the damn scale. I want to see the physique. Is he in shape? Is he on point for this fight? Do we have dialed in D. Lou, or is it lazy Derek? Is it let's cash a check, Derek? I feel like it's let's cash a check, Derek, man. That's what I feel like. The Walker poll, I'll tell you exactly who won that poll. The Walker poll was 64% towards him. The community likes the underdog. I'm going Taliesin Teixeira by knockout, chat. I have to. I feel it. I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I think that Taliesin Teixeira touches Derek Lewis up. Derek's going to look to throw crazy, but he's age bad. Tafa loss. Pavlovich loss. Spivak loss. Jailton Almeida loss. Win against Nascimento and Rogerio de Lima. Over a year ago for his most recent fight. I'm going Teixeira. You think Derek Lewis always performs better as an underdog? I don't know about in this one, though. I guess I see him getting caught. I think Teixeira is going to be too dangerous, too well-versed, too sharp, too intense. The right hand, if Lewis will land, it landed in the Dana White's Contender Series fight. I guess, listen, if Lewis knocks him flat out, I'll take it on the chin from the people, and I'll say, hey, Derek Lewis still got something left. Thing is, Teixeira's fast as fuck. I think when Lewis throws the overhand, he's out. That's what I'm thinking. I think he gets caught off balance. I think he goes down with a straight shot and gets put away. Teixeira's my call, chat. Teixeira's my call, chat. I'm going with Taliesin. I'm going with Brazilian supremacy. I'm going with a Brazilian savage. Brazilians are like 1-9 right now in main events. So it's not like it's been working all that well. It's unfortunate. Bono. Lewis says he's on weight already. Well, that's good. In shape Lewis is a positive sign. In shape Lewis is a green flag AF. If Lewis wins, give him Aspinall. Can you imagine they just rush him to Aspinall? We need Lewis. Nah, bro, he's taking too many L's with the top 10. Yeah, Lewis would get crushed by Aspinall. Title shot aspirations, I'm sure, are there, but even a win over Taliesin Teixeira, it's not like that skyrockets his stock. It's like, okay, he just fraud checked a Brazilian prospect who, has some striking. But if Teixeira goes out and chins Lewis, it's like, oh shit. And I'm feeling like Teixeira's chinning him with the fucking right. Straight on the chin. Round number 1. Maybe an elbow in close. I feel like D. Lou's getting done dirty in this one. I'm interested. I'm very interested in this fight. Obviously. It's a good matchup. It's one to watch. I feel like this is a sellable main event too. Like if I sell it right now to you guys, how I paint the picture. All right. I'll paint the picture and sell. Also, let's get 100 likes. We're at 90. I'll paint the picture. Taliesin Teixeira. Tall. I consider him a fucking skyscraper Brazilian. 6'7". Freaky long arms with an 83-inch reach. Precise puncher. Muay Thai base, but nasty with his punching too. Knockout king on the other side. Derek Lewis chinning everybody. Undefeated versus been there forever and has been able to get wins over elite guys in the world. And, you know, numerous times has been counted out and found ways to pull upsets off and comebacks off. Derek Lewis has done the thing forever, and he's always been close to the top. But he's 40. He's been off a year. He hasn't looked great. 2-1 in his last 3. 2 wins by knockout per Derek Lewis usual. But something tells me at 40, Taliesin Teixeira crumbles him. I'm going with the 6'7" Brazilian up-and-comer to find a way. That's what I think. That's what I think. You think he grapples with Derek Lewis? Can you imagine he just takes him down and subs him quick? That'd be crazy. I don't know. Let's find out. We will find out. Listen, chat, I'm not done for tonight. All right? I want to do a member stream. I got the member stream already set. I'm going to just be chopping it up over there. All right? I'll be honest, I'm fucking feeling like a zombie today. I'm posting the link to the member stream too. The member stream linked up at the top. So I'll be live on members in about 10 minutes after the stream. I mean, 5 minutes. I don't know. Something like that. 5 to 10. I got to do timestamps here. I got to run through the card. I got to timestamp it up. Nah, KZ. If I bring members on, I'll do it on the next stream, bro. I'll bring that back next week. I'm feeling like a fucking zombie right now, bro. My interactivity level is not top of the line right now. But hey, W Late Night Live. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys liked the people's takes. And I hope you guys would join me for members. I'm looking forward to talk to the members and hang out. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. And I'll have the recap I'll have the timestamps up in a minute. All right. All right. See you guys in the damn members. Click on the damn link. Peace.